Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you episode 2 of the SR4U Q&A series. If you missed the first episode, I'll leave an annotation on screen. You can go ahead and check it out. The response from the first Q&A video on the channel was actually very, very good. You guys really seem to enjoy it, supported it really nicely, and asked plenty of questions in the comment section. Those questions, obviously, I've pulled the best ones to answer in the second episode. And of course, if you guys do want to see a third episode, ask your questions down below in the comment section of this video, and I'll pick the best ones and answer them in the next video. The one thing that I will say, you guys asked a lot of questions in the previous Q&A video for me to answer in this one, but there wasn't actually a lot of variety in the questions. A lot of the questions were very specific about a specific pair of shoes, which is fine. I would normally answer that in a regular video, but for the sake of a Q&A video, it doesn't really make a lot of sense for me to answer those very, very specific questions. So in order for this series to work, make sure you guys are asking questions that have kind of more broad answers that require a little bit more explanation and aren't so specific. They're a little bit more general in terms of their overall topic. So with that out of the way, again, if you have any questions that you'd like for me to answer in the next Q&A video, leave them down below in the comment section of this video, and of course I will pick the best ones. And with that being said, let's get right into episode 2 of the SR4U Q&A series. Alright, so to start things off, I'm going to answer a question that I've answered before on the channel. It was a long time ago though, and I've answered several times in the comment section, so long-time viewers of the channel may already know the answer to this one, and that question is, who's your favorite team? My favorite team is Arsenal. I'm sure the next question you guys want to know is, why is Arsenal my favorite team? And the answer to that question is, going back when I was a little bit younger, they had Thierry Henry at the club, really in the prime of his career at Arsenal, and that's kind of when I decided that they were going to be my favorite team. Really enjoyed watching Thierry Henry. So like I said, that's kind of stuck with me for the last 10 years or so. With that said, though, I'm not really a die-hard fan. If Arsenal is playing, obviously that's the team I'm going to be rooting for. But if you guys have ever watched the What's in My Soccer Bag series on my channel, you've probably noticed that I'm not opposed to wearing apparel from Chelsea, Man United, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, whatever club it may be. I'll wear your apparel. It's not something that eats away at my soul or anything like that. I'm totally open to that kind of thing. So Arsenal is my favorite team, but like I said, I'm not really a diehard when it comes to any team in particular. Next question. This is one that a lot of people like to ask across the entire internet. People get very angry about this particular subject, and I'm not sure why. And that question is, Messi or Ronaldo? Now, right off the bat, I'm going to say I have no anger towards either of these players, and I'm not sure why people do have anger towards these players. I guess that would come back to being a diehard fan. If you really like Barcelona, you probably hate Ronaldo, and if you really like Real Madrid, you probably hate Messi. I have no hate for either player. They're both very, very good. I can't really say that one is better than the other, but in terms of who my favorite would be, I think it might be Ronaldo, and I'll explain why. When I look at Messi play, the stuff he does, the way he moves, the way that he just plays the game in general, it's very natural, and it's something that's very specific to him. And that's not to say that Ronaldo has a very specific style as well that pretty much you can't replicate. But Messi, the way he does things, you just know that it's not something that you'll ever be able to do. He just has this natural instinct, this natural ability that, like I said, no amount of practice is going to allow you to replicate. And that is absolutely amazing to watch when everything is going his way. With Cristiano Ronaldo, he's just one of those people that he's a super athlete. It's really unbelievable to see what he's capable of. He's so fast. He cuts so hard. He jumps so high. His timing is unbelievable, especially in the air. And I don't know, just watching Ronaldo play, really, really good. I know he has his haters for various different reasons. I'm not going to go over those in this video. But for me, if I'm picking a player to kind of start up a brand new giant club, I think it would be Ronaldo. And a lot of that has to do with, as well, I'm of the opinion that I think Ronaldo would be good in pretty much any club that you put him in, where Messi, while he's a very, very good individual player, I think he really thrives with other really good players around them, where Ronaldo, he's going to score goals either way. Again, this is my opinion. Don't get mad at me. Don't get angry for any reason at all. But that is my answer to the question, Messi or Ronaldo. Next question. Where do you see soccer cleats going in 5 to 10 years? This is a very interesting question, and I think that something like this implies that soccer shoes are getting better and better with each individual model. That's not necessarily the case. Soccer shoes are changing, but not necessarily getting better. If you look back to shoes like the Adidas Predator Mania, the T90 series from Nike, those were very good shoes, the best of the best at the time, but very, very different in comparison to what we have now. Is that to say that players back then, if they had today's shoes, would be better off? Not necessarily, no. I really don't think it would make much of a difference at all. So in terms of where soccer shoes are going to go in the next 5 to 10 years, they're just going to continue to evolve, continue to change. Trends will change. Right now, the trend is lightweight and knitted. So I think that knitted shoes, being that this is really only the first year or two of that particular trend, we're going to see that kind of evolve over the next couple of years. Is that something that's going to stay forever? I really don't know. I would highly doubt it. But I really think that over the next 5 to 10 years, we're just going to see a continuous evolution of kind of what's happening, slowly changing, more knitted shoes. I think synthetics are going to be a really big thing. Leather is something that is very slowly dying. There's always going to be leather shoes around, but less and less as the years go on. And like I said, it's hard to say what's going to come in soccer shoes in the next 5 to 10 years, but all I can say is I don't think shoes in 5 to 10 years are going to be insanely good in comparison to what we have now. They're just going to be a little bit different, and that's really been the case over the last 20 years in soccer shoes, I would say. They've changed a lot, but haven't necessarily improved dramatically. Next, we have which boots do you wear when playing in a game? And this is a question that I get asked a lot. And in all honesty, yes, I have my favorite shoes. I've answered this in videos before. My favorite shoe at the moment to wear is the Nike Tiempo Legend 5. I'm a really big fan of the Predator Instinct from Adidas as well. But when it comes to actually wearing shoes in game, I'm always testing new products. I'm always trying out new shoes. And really, I try to give everything a fair shake. Unless the shoe is completely brand new and I don't have any experience wearing them before, I'm going to just wear whatever shoe I've been in the process of testing straight into that game. And like I said, give it a fair chance. That's just kind of my way of doing things. Unless I really feel like I don't like a shoe and I feel like I'm going to be uncomfortable wearing that shoe throughout a 90-minute game, I probably won't wear it. But for the most part, if I'm testing a new Magista, that's what I'm going to wear in the game. If I'm testing a new Adidas Ace 15.1, that's what I'm going to wear in the game. If I'm testing a new Under Armour boot, that's what I'm going to wear straight into the game. That's kind of just how I go about doing things. I like to give everything a fair chance, which is what I think you need to do if you are somebody in the position like I am, where I'm sharing my opinions on different products. You have to give them a fair chance in order to give them a fair opinion. So next question, how tall are you? This is one I get fairly often for some reason. I'm 5'11", for those that care. Not sure what that translates into centimeters, but 5'11", if you really want to convert it. I guess you can use Google really quickly. Do you play any other sports? Obviously, I play soccer or football, depending on which country you're from. And that's another discussion. For those of you guys that leave comments saying it's football, not soccer, that's a little bit crazy. When you say football in North America, people do not assume soccer. They assume American football. So if you say football, you're just confusing a whole lot of people. So depending on where you live, the name of the game will change. It's just something that you're going to have to live with. So yes, I've played soccer my entire life. The other sport that really I played competitively was hockey. For those that watch my channel or have followed a little bit longer, you may have seen a video that I posted on this channel saying that I had a hockey channel, Hockey Reviews for You, which I've since kind of discontinued. All the videos are still there if you want to go ahead and check it out. But honestly, I just don't have time for it anymore. But hockey is something that I played competitively up until I was about 16 years old, and then kind of went away from it and focused on soccer, because when you're 17, 18 years old, you got a lot going on, and it's really hard to play high-level soccer, high-level hockey, do school, maybe even get a job on the side. It's just something that you have to kind of spread your time out a little bit better. So to do all of that at once wasn't really something that I was capable of doing or really wanted to do anymore. So I dropped hockey, still play pickup, still play it occasionally. I like to play at least once a week if I can, but nonetheless, big fan of hockey, still something I really, really enjoy doing, but definitely my main sport is soccer, and that will continue to be the case until further notice. The final question that a lot of you guys seem to be asking about is, can you show us any game footage? And this is a question that really the simple answer to that is no, and there's a couple reasons for that. The first reason is mainly for the safety of the channel. When you're filming other people and putting them in your videos, putting them on the internet, you kind of have to have their permission. So to film a soccer game, you'd have to have release forms for 30 to 40 different people, have them all kind of sign them and really be like, okay, yeah, you can put me on the internet, I guess. And even then, that's not to say that they couldn't come after you later down the line if they decided to change their mind. So that is the first and biggest reason why I really wouldn't want to do that. You see it all the time with viral videos where someone is in this viral video that was filmed in public. They didn't want to be in it. They get in contact with YouTube. The video gets taken down. And like I said, your channel is put into jeopardy when that does happen. Put in jeopardy, not into jeopardy. And the other thing in regards to filming games is just unnecessary attention on myself personally. I'm not somebody who likes to play the celebrity role. Yes, I have a fairly large internet following, and if I go to a soccer field with a lot of people, some people are actually going to know who I am, which is still very weird, and I'm still not used to that. But drawing unnecessary attention to myself, whether it be positive or negative, is just not something that I really want to do. It just makes my job and my life a little bit harder. So, like I said, doing in-game footage, yeah, it would be kind of exciting, I suppose, for you guys. Not so exciting for me, but not really something I really plan on doing on the channel for, like I said, the reasons I just gave. And I'm not sure that it really applies to the channel at all. If you're implying that certain shoes are going to provide better performance in-game, again, that's not the case. I've explained that many times on my channel. But again, in-game footage, not something I necessarily plan on doing anytime soon. So that's pretty much it for episode 2 of the SR4U Q&A series. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to support it with a like. Of course, if you guys do have any questions for me to answer in episode 3, leave those questions down below in the comment section, and I'll pull from all of those, like I said, to answer in the next Q&A video. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.